Hello everyone, welcome to Entry App. My name is Danish Zafar. I hope you have seen my last videos. Now today I'm going to talk about one of the most important topics which we need to prepare if we really want to crack bank examination. Now this is a topic which is again a very interesting topic, and at the same time it is a little difficult as well. We are going to talk about vocabulary today. How to prepare the vocabulary portion for your bank examinations, and how to score maximum in the bank examinations. You might have seen that you face a lot of difficulties when it comes to vocabulary. Sometimes you learn new words and you forget them. Sometimes you do not know how to learn that word. Sometimes you do not know the usage of that word. So these are the problems which every student has when it comes to vocabulary. So this video is designed in such a way that you will be able to understand the importance of vocab, and at the same time you will understand that how you can learn vocab without taking a lot of pain or a lot of problems, or without any difficulties. So guys, do watch the video till the end, and if you like the video, then do share and subscribe it. So let's start and let's see how we can score maximum in the vocabulary section. First of all, we need to understand that is it really important to do the vocabulary? Yes, it is important. And how come? See, here is the reason. The very first thing that vocabulary does is it helps you in understanding the meaning of what? Meaning of the sentence. Sometimes it happens when we are doing a reading comprehension, or we are doing a sentence arrangement question, or we are doing a simple error. Sometimes it happens due to a specific word of vocab, we are unable to understand the meaning of the whole sentence, and there we spoil the meaning of the sentence, or we may not get it, and we couldn't score in that question. So if you are good at vocab, that word will not hamper you. You will be able to understand the meaning, and you can score the maximum when it comes to vocabulary. And if vocabulary comes in error detection, or means, what I mean to say is that you must know the basic vocabulary. Okay, so there are many tricks which we are going to discuss. First of all, let's talk about importance. So first importance I have explained. The second one is it helps you to score marks in the vocabulary section. Obviously it doesn't matter what paper are you going for. If that paper asks for English language, it asks for vocabulary as well. If you talk about bank PO examination, you have a lot of questions, many questions which are based on antonyms, then synonyms, sometimes one word substitution, and many more, like we have fillers as well. So all these questions, let me write it in a better way for you guys, just a second. So you may have to learn antonyms, you may have to learn synonyms, at the same time you have to learn what one substitution words, to which we can call one word substitution as well. Then we have sometimes spell correct as well, spell correct, and you cannot get a spelling correct unless you know the meaning of the word, because sometimes it happens that you have not seen the word, because you do not know its meaning. If you know the meaning, probably you also know the spelling. Okay, in most of the cases, not always. So it helps you to score marks in antonyms, synonym, substitutions, and fillers. And this is the importance of vocabulary. Then vocabulary helps you to score one of the most important sections, that is cloze test and reading comprehension. You cannot think of bank examination if you have not prepared your cloze test and reading comprehension. These two topics are can fetch you a lot of marks when it comes to bank examinations. So vocabulary can help you score marks in closed test and reading comprehension as well. It happens many times that you do not understand the reading comprehension, you do not understand the closed test. Why? Because you do not know the vocabulary, and if you do not know it, definitely you will not be able to crack it. Then the next is, it obviously boosts up your confidence level. What I mean to say by this, if you are good at vocabulary, obviously your confidence level is high, because you know at least you have prepared one thing, and that one thing is going to help you a lot when it comes to reading, whether it comes to reading comprehension, whether it comes to vocabulary, whether it comes to closed test, whether it comes to error detection or whatsoever, it will boost up your confidence. Then if you want to write, like there are exams in bank exams where you have a descriptive paper as well, so this will also help you in your descriptive exam, and in letter writing and everything. If you use good and formal vocab, you get better marks. So this is the importance of vocabulary. So guys, do not ever underestimate vocabulary. Now moving further, we will see some tricks, the tricks which can make your vocabulary better. So what I have done, I have designed these tricks in such a way, means I have designed or categorized them on the basis of priority. So the most important and the most effective trick I have written first. So it's very simple. The very first thing that you need to do is this: reading and observation. This is very, very important. Reading and observation. Guys, remember, I told you earlier as well, we have done a video also on reading. Please do watch that. There I have written that reading, there I have told, I have explained, I have written in the PPT as well, that reading is very important, and I have told you the way in which you should read. I have told you the way that is called conscious reading. It will help you to improve your vocabulary level and your understanding level, and at the same time you have to observe everything. That means how a word is used, whether the word is an adjective or it is an adverb or it is a preposition or whatever. It will help you in grammar as well and vocabulary as well. Now here comes this sentence I have taken from a very famous newspaper called The Hindu. There was an article in The Hindu about Baba Ramdev's remedy which he introduced in the market, and he claimed that it can cure corona. So The Hindu, I have taken this sentence from Hindu. So if you are not good at vocabulary, you will not be able to understand the meaning of this sentence. And the moment I tell you the meaning of the vocabulary, the meaning of all these words, it becomes easy for you to understand. Like, unrelenting means unstopping, unhalting, which is not taking any stop, which is not halting, something which is going continuous. So the unstopping spread of COVID-19 has set off. Set off means started both mass anxiety. Now anxiety means a condition where you are in fear and in excitement as well. For example, you know that tomorrow it is going to be the day of result for your IBPS examination, so you will be very anxious, you will have anxiety. Anxiety means fear and excitement at the same time. Then clamor means noise, very noisy. Noisy, something which strikes and which hits. Like if you know that wrestler Drew McIntyre, WWE champion, very, very smart, very handsome, and and very powerful as well. So what he has a move called Claymore kick. His finishing move is Claymore kick. So Claymore means something which hits very bad, something which is very noisy, Now then we have another word, panacea. Panacea means remedy for all diseases is panacea. Now let us understand the meaning of this sentence, and let's see how easy it becomes when you know the vocabulary. It says the unrelenting, that means the unstopping spread of coronavirus has set off, has started what? Both the things. That means the people are anxious, people are in the fear, and at the same time they are very excited. ठीक है, and they are very excited, as well as a clamor of for apanasia. Like that means we all know clamor means a very noisy discussion going on the channels, on social media and everywhere about a remedy for coronavirus. So now it becomes easy for you to understand the meaning of the sentence. So this is how vocabulary can help you to understand the meaning of the sentences. Now next is, guys, moving further, you will see the other trick. This is one of the most important tricks. Do watch my video where I told you about conscious reading, and you can understand how you can learn vocabulary through reading. Now next trick is mnemonics. Now mnemonics is something very interesting. Now you have to do what you have to do. Suppose a word is given to you, there is one word. Deliberately I have taken the tougher words, the big words, so that I can make you understand through mnemonics. Through the trick of mnemonics, you can learn, you can do any vocab, or you can learn any word. Like relate the words with any story. You have to relate the word with any story, or with any event, or with any noun, the name of a person, place, or anything. Like there is a word, Katsaridaphobia. Oh my god, it is a word. It looks like, what it looks like. It looks like the name of a medicine, okay, prescribed by some doctor. But if you say this, it has a word sari, sari, sari. We all know that our women in India, Indian women, wear draped sari. We all know that sari. And then cut, we all know cut. So you can compare this cut with this cut, you can relate this cut with this cut, and then you can learn the word. Now we all know that phobia, we all know, wherever we have this word phobia means fear. We all know that, and it is not difficult to learn that phobia means fear. It is something very common that everyone knows. Wherever we have the word fear, wherever we have the word phobia, it means fear. So Katsaridaphobia means something that can cut in your sari, something that can make you scream. So why girl or woman shouts when they see a cockroach? Okay, why do a girl or a woman shout when she sees a cockroach? Why? Because she thinks that insect, cockroach, with cut in their sari, the cockroach will cut in their sari. So this is how you can remember Katsaridaphobia. So fear of cockroaches. Easy, very easy. In the same manner, Pluto. If I ask you, who will go on Pluto? If there is a chance to go on Pluto, we have a planet Pluto. Who will go on Pluto if someone has a chance? A rich person or the poor person? The answer is very obvious. You need a lot of money to go on Pluto, if someday it is possible. Then Plutophobia is fear of the rich. It's very simple. Fear of the rich. That means you are afraid of rich people. Plutophobia. Then again we have gynecophobia. We all know GY and gun. It is very easy to remember. Gun, you can remember that with this gun. You have a gun to shoot. So this gun, gynecophobia, gun is a dangerous thing, and the most dangerous in today's era is women. They are powerful, they are empowering every day. If you go and do a crime against women, the whole society is against you. Don't have any status, your image, everything will be spoiled. Why? Because women has a lot of power in today's era. It is the era of women. So gynecophobia is what? Fear of women. How did you learn it? You learn it GY and gun. Gun means a dangerous thing, and the most dangerous is women. Okay, so this is called mnemonics. This is how you can learn words. Mnemonic means you can relate the word with any story, with any event, or with any noun, and it becomes rather easy for you. Now Moving further on the third trick. The third trick to learn vocabulary is this one. Attempt questions and quizzes. There are a lot of questions on Telegram, on Instagram, and in whatever gram you go for, on Facebook. There are many groups, there are many applications, apps through which you can attempt n number of questions. So take a time of around 10 to 15 minutes every day, every day, to attempt vocabulary. Okay, every day attempt vocabulary. Then how you have to attempt the vocabulary? Like, see, someone asks you what is the meaning of this word. If you do not know the word, tell him just wait, see in the dictionary, ask your mentor and tell the meaning. That means take vocabulary as a responsibility of yours. Ask people to ask people and your friends, not to your teachers, but at least to your friends, that if they want to know the meaning of any word, they should come to you. So you will learn for them. This is again a very good trick to do. Now, like we have a question like this: gregarious. What is the meaning of the word gregarious? Now, gregarious means social, someone who is very friendly, who loves to talk, friendly, talkative, who loves to talk. Now, egregious and gregarious, they look alike but they are very different. Egregious means wicked, someone very bad, wicked, nefarious, or someone, or you can say someone very bad. So you must understand that this is how you can learn vocab, by attempting questions. Now I am attempting one question and I am making you learn a lot of vocabulary. Filthy again means nasty, bad, something which is which sounds disgusting. Okay, so this is how you can learn vocabulary. Uncertain, everyone know the meaning of the word uncertain. So what I mean to say from this slide, I mean to say, do not leave a single chance to miss a single question of vocabulary. That means wherever you know that a quiz is going on, wherever you have a chance to attempt a question, go for it, do it, and you will learn vocabulary in a few days. Now moving further, we will see some more tricks to learn vocab. Yes, of course, root words, my favorite trick. I have learned a lot of vocab through root words. Now here we have bell. I have given you a root bell. You just need to learn the meaning of this word bell, which means war or fight. Now from the word bell we have these many words. See, from the word bell we have these many words. So if in an examination, even if you do not know the meaning of the full word, but you know the meaning of the word root bell, you can guess the meaning. For example, there is a question. I give a word bellona and there are options. Beautiful. There are options. This is first option. Beautiful. The second option is goddess of war. Then you have the third option, which means rude, which says rude, and then we have the fourth options, which says clever. Now you know that somewhere the meaning of the word bell is war or fight, so the answer is going to be B. So it can help you if you learn through root words. It can help you eliminate the options. It can give you a guess. Okay, it can help you in the examination even if you do not know the meaning of the word. So this is how the meaning of the word bellona is goddess of war. So if your girlfriend fights a lot, you can call her a bellona. Now then we have a rebel. Rebel means we all know opponent. Opponent, someone who goes against you, rival, your rebel, or let me give you the exact literal meaning of the word rebel. So the literal meaning, I was giving you the synonyms, opponent and all that were the synonyms. The exact meaning, or you can say the relevant meaning or the literal meaning of the word rebel is someone who goes against the authority. Then we have two more words, bellicose and belligerent. So bellicose and belligerent have got the same meaning. They are almost synonyms, and both of them means ready to fight or open to war. They always want to fight, they are always eager to fight. Okay, they love to fight, they are bellicose and belligerent. We have a dog called Rottweiler. It is very famous and people say it is belligerent, it is bellicose. Okay, then we have another word, bellipotent. Now we all know what is the meaning of the word potent. It is taken from the word potential, potent. So potent means power. So someone who has a very good power in war. So we can say bellipotent is someone who is mighty in war. Okay, someone who is very powerful when it comes to war. So this is how, guys, you can learn vocabulary through root words, and it is an ultimate way to embellish your skills. Now let's move on to the next trick. The next trick is, there are some amazing websites where we have a lot of quiz, where you can make your own folders and learn vocab. For example, there is a word you want to learn. There is a word, for example, KNAV. You want to learn this word. You can add this word. You can add your own words in the list, and then you can play. So through games, these websites, one of them is vocabulary.com, the other is freerise.com. So if you go on vocabulary.com, you can have your own login account, login and password, and every day you can go there and learn vocabulary. It will take hardly 15 minutes to play, and within 15 minutes you will feel very confident. Now you know what they do, they give you fillers, they give you antonyms, they give you synonyms, they ask you to pronounce the word, and they really help you a lot. So if you are not aware about vocabulary.com, then guys, please go for it. And if you already know it, then remember, it is one of the best website available for learning vocab. Okay, this is vocabulary.com. If you are charity pro, if you want to help the society, then you can go for freerise.com. Here you can go, there are other subjects also if you want to learn from freerise.com. It is a charitable site. You can go there, you can log in. Without login also you can start. Go to the English section. What you have to do, go to freerise.com, then go to English language section, and from English language to go to vocabulary. Then they will ask you for level. So from very basic they will start. If you go for this, they will start from very basic, and then they will keep on increasing the level on the basis of the answers you are giving. That means if you give a wrong answer, you will not be entertained, and again you will be given an easy question. But if you are giving correct answer and you are doing it regularly, they will increase the level and they will give you better and tougher words. And for one correct answer, okay, 10 bits of rice, 10 pieces of rice will be donated from your side. So again, it is a charity as well as learning. So fun, charity, learning, everything is there when it comes to vocabulary.com and freerise.com. Then we have mnemonicsdictionary.com. Definitely, this is again a very good website. Sometimes it happens that there are big words. Sometimes it happens that it is difficult to learn certain words. Then it can help you learn these words. For example, there are many words, means you would go for a word and there is a mnemonic given. I have already explained what a mnemonic is. That means to relate a word with an event, with a story, or with a noun. Okay, but the idea is to learn it through mnemonics. So these are the 3 best available websites on internet. You can go for them and you can learn a lot from there. Then guys, we have, if you are not very much techno savvy, you do not want to visit a lot of websites, you want to do it on your own. Then, like years back when there were not no websites to learn, so these were the tricks through which I have learned vocabulary. Okay, so it was very difficult for me because there was no vocabulary.com, and when I was learning, even if it was there, so it was not that much popular that I knew about it. So there are flashcard. Flashcard means you can make your own cards. For example, you have made this card, and on this card you have written 10 words, 1 2 3 4, or for example 5 words. Here you have to write word, and at the back side of the card, the other side of the card, what you have to write? You have to write the meaning. So on one side you have a word, and on the other side you have the meaning of that specific word. You can keep that in your pocket for a day. Keep learning word whenever you get time. For example, you are traveling in a train, or you are sitting idle, or you are just watching your WhatsApp. So instead of watching your WhatsApp, you can watch that flashcard, and when you turn it, then you have the meaning in case you forget. So if you make somehow around 100 cards, which is going to be very time consuming again, but I have done it and it gave me tremendous results. So 100 into 5, that means 500 good words you are going to learn through this. And if you find it tiresome, then many students have done it through chart papers. For example, it is my study room. So what would I do? I will buy a big chart paper, 2, 3, 4 chart papers, and I will write root words there, or foreign words there, or antonyms or synonym words there. So whenever I am lying, I am watching those synonyms, antonyms on my walls, and definitely I am going to learn through this. So this is again a very interesting way, but it takes a lot of efforts. Up to you if you want to do it. So this is something for the people who are good at art, who are good at drawing, who want to do things like this. So this is for them. Then we have another good way, contact list. For example, my brother, my younger brother, he doesn't listen to anyone. He does whatever he feels like doing. He doesn't have a rules in his life, and sometimes I feel that he is a maverick. You know who is a maverick? Maverick is someone who doesn't listen to anyone, who lives on his own, who doesn't want to get gathered in society and in parties and in functions. So what I have done, I have saved his number by bro maverick. Now I have learned a word on the basis of his personality. So again, it is a little time consuming. So you can do, for example, there are people, for example, your girlfriend fights a lot from you, so you can write Bellona for her. For example, your mother is very lovely, very someone, she gives you peace and you feel good with her. So I have saved her number tranquil. Tranquil is a word which means peace. So again, this is how you can save the number of your knowns, like your father, your mother, your family members, your teachers, on the basis of their personalities, and this can help you learn a lot of one word substitution. So I have learned a lot of one word substitution through this trick. Then social media. Every time I learn a word, I used to use that word in my Facebook status, and this has really helped me to learn that word forever. For example, I learned a word excruciating. Let me delete it. Excruciating. Excruciating means something very painful. Very painful. So how did I learn this word? I wrote a status and put it there on the Facebook. My friends started asking, what is the meaning of this word? Oh my god, you are using big words, man. You have become a person from England. You have become very good at English. And I got a lot of appreciation as well, and I learned the word as well. So this is another way to learn. This is for someone who is not very much techno savvy. If you are very much techno savvy, then these tricks are better for you. So guys, these are the tricks through which you can learn your vocabulary. Let me give you a quick revision of that in a few seconds. What you can do, first of all, understand the importance of vocabulary. That vocabulary is very important. That means you cannot skip it at any how. You have to learn vocabulary. Then what are the best tricks? The very first and the most effective trick is reading and observation. Then learn through mnemonics, relate the words and learn. Then attempt quiz and attempt questions wherever possible. Ask people that they can ask questions to you when it comes to vocabulary. Then run root words, because it is going to give you maximum vocab. Maximum vocabulary can be covered through root words. Then we have amazing websites which I have shown you. These are 3 best websites according to me if you want to learn vocabulary. Then I have told you, if you are not very much techno savvy, if you want to do a lot of drawings and then you want to learn vocabulary, then again this is a very good way. These are 4 good ways to learn vocabulary. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. All the best for your future endeavors, and if you really have liked this video, then do subscribe and share as much as possible. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all. Bye bye.